that recording?
It is recording.
Right. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
We're in Cornwall. It's pretty grey.
It's raining. It's cold.
Raining. It's a bit chilly. So me and Gracie kind of been chatting this morning about, you know, where we take this, you know, with our community. We watched a great video this morning that I think it came from Canada, which was about, it was on Facebook, about just bringing people together to eat. You know, it's like obviously a global thing, you know, loneliness, people disconnected. And I guess we're just wondering, you know, been sitting here chatting, you know, what difference are we really making? Are we just kidding ourselves, you know, driving around the UK in our quirky little camper van, the quirky family?
Are we actually changing the way people think, or the way people see things?
I think we've raised about £14,000,
something like that,
which 6 of it we donated before we started. You know, I guess I worked over the winter, sold a couple of vehicles to kickstart, you know, the challenge. You know, really believing that wanted to make a difference in
just
people's lives.
To find a way to
you know, do
something positive, seeing all the problems, trying to find solutions, be part of it, and we want other people to be part of the solutions as well. And
we're not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just, you know, I'm a bit of a realist. I like to just kind of know, you know, so out of, you know, £14,000, I think probably online we've raised, you know, maybe £1,000 online. You know, the rest of it, like I say, we gave 6,000, maybe £1,000 raised online, and the rest of it is just the people that we've met who have stuck their hand in their pocket and given us something.
And a lot of that is them just supporting us rather than wanting to actually help Cat Zero make a difference, change lives. It's just, oh, you're the family going around the UK, which we appreciate it, but we want people to see the need for change. Well,
a lot of people give us a tenner or a fiver and say, yeah, look, there's a you know, a day's money for you, which we say, look, we support we finance our trip, and the rest, everything anyone gives us goes to Cat Zero. Yeah, that's kind of what it's about. But you know, I think some people think maybe we just drive around kind of, you know,
having an adventure and
going on the beaches. But no, every day we talk about, you know, how do we make a difference, you know, and the reason is because, you know, when we talked the other day at the community event, you know, just the other day, you know, hearing stories of young people, you know, especially young men taking their own lives, you know, it's just, you know, how can that happen in a modern society, really? You know, we're failing them, you know, the community.
We have to do something about it. It's not an option.
Must be failing these people, and so many mental health issues, and people that are isolated. You know, I heard a story of a lady for 7 years never left her house. You know, she lowered a rope down and a Tesco delivery guy tied it on, you know, while she pulled it out. But you know, the reason we know about that lady is because someone befriended her, and now she teaches crafts up in Glasgow,
people who are in similar
helping people in the same boat. So
but we see, I guess, all these issues, and we want to be more than just the family driving around the UK on a tenner a day. We want to build community because we believe it's a solution. We want to do something to help people in those situations because we see the need for the change. But it's hard when, you know, you're trying to get other people to see those problems and actually see solutions as well, and want to be part of them and actually care about it.
I thought we'd help people to, you know, we'd give people an avenue to make a change, that we all need to. You know, I think that, you know, we can't wait for local government, central government to solve our problems. And so what's the answer? We just care about ourselves. We just think, well, you know what, I'm
Where's
all right,
that gonna
Jack.
take us?
You know, I heard a story the other day of an old man with Parkinson's who you know, I you know, growing up in London, I've heard all sorts of bad things, you know, that have gone on, but this was a new one on me, that he'd been cuckooed, which, you know, I've heard of county lines where drug dealers move into areas and sell drugs in rural areas because it's easy, you know, less police. you know, why are they selling drugs in rural areas as a whole new issue. But this guy, you know, this cuckooing is where they actually befriend or take advantage of someone who's struggling. You know, sometimes it's someone struggling with mental illness, but this guy was an old guy where they actually move in with him, yeah, and start to you know, to deal drugs from his place. And you know, this was a story of this guy, you know, and no one could really do anything, you know, because he'd kind of actually let them in there. And this guy's sleeping on the sofa. These, you know, young girls are in you know, sleeping in his bed. Their boyfriends are coming in, using the shower, using his food, dealing their dodgy deals from his place. And do you know what, right?
No one can help.
Whose problem's that? Is that the police's problem? Is that you know, is that the world we live in? That, you know, no, well, you know, it must be the police's problem.
His community should be, you know, helping him.
What's going on?
They shouldn't stand for that.
And maybe we're just naive. And but yeah, so I guess we thought we'd throw it out there this morning, partly because, you know, on our sort of 6 months we've been stuck in Mo now. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah.
It's been good. We've met amazing people.
But you know, we've been contacted by a couple of big news agencies, and you know, they're like, we said, yeah, look, the big story, you know, there's people making a difference in our society.
Wow, it's actually, there's good things out there.
People, well, you know what, right? Well, that's kind of interesting, but you know, we're more interested in the quirky family, and you know, how'd you get on, and what do you eat, and you know, but yeah, we mentioned the kind of charity side and maybe, you know, the people doing something positive, but really, you know, so is it that's what people are interested in, you know, the quirky family, or you know,
the important part.
Or the people want to see change, yeah, the people want. So we thought maybe, you know, maybe in our naivety that, you know, we would try and, you know, be a bit of a vehicle literally, for people to kind of get on board, try and make a difference,
find their own way of doing it, because everyone has something they can give. That's what we've discovered. Ordinary people making a difference, changing lives, sometimes out of their own experience, sometimes out of just seeing a need, and everyone has something they can use, they can give. We're nothing different, we're just family wanted to do something, set off on a journey. We're nothing special, inspiring, nothing like that, just wanting to do something, and everyone can.
Yeah, you know, because, you know, I don't meet many people that are happy with the situation, but you know, it seems that you know, we live in a fractured society, and you know, as long as we, you know, can go to the cinema or buy a bottle of wine or go out for dinner,
the pain.
Yeah, you know what, right, we're all good, yeah, you know, and that they're not the solutions, you know, that I don't believe in anyhow. So, you know, we thought we'd throw it out there and just see
what people think.
You know, is it worth it? Yeah, I've just found out that actually I'm going back, got no work when I go back, so I have to think about, you know, where I put my time, my resources. Yeah, you know, my children's education. You know, Gracie spends pretty much all day, you know, writing posts, social media. But you know what? Is it just for entertainment, or does it really, you know,
make an impact? Is it changing anything? Is it showing people the problems when people see them? Are they actually sort of thinking differently? Are they actually going to do anything about it?
So I'm, you know, we're not looking for a pat on the back, you know, saying, oh, you're wonderful. You know, we get enough of that from people we meet every day. Yeah, we want to know if people really care. Yeah, people give a shit. And yeah, you know, we've got to find a way forward, yeah. Because, you know what, for us, I'm not going home, you know, I'm going to continue this trip. But I think, you know, maybe we'll just go and find a group of people that are doing something positive and just go and put our energy there, yeah. Rather than kind of sitting here trying to find ways of making a difference. Just find someone that's doing it and just join them, yeah. But I guess we thought we were in a unique situation that we're visiting people as we drive around, you know, social media, massive thing it seems, to meet, you know, to keep in contact with people, let people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just, you know, just a little bit of kind of, you know, inspiration for the day, yeah? Yeah.
We don't know.
So anyhow.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think? And yeah, we've literally just this morning or last night with a few people have contacted us that are doing stuff, that asked if we could go and, you know, take our community, which is basically,
just
you know,
bringing people together.
It's just sitting there, having some food, talking to people,
starting conversations that lead to change. Hopefully,
you know, bringing people out of themselves, maybe helping people in that community meet each other, build friendships. Yeah, just you know, it's hard to equate what difference you really make, but to do nothing,
it's not an option.
You know what, right? Nothing produces nothing. So thanks for listening to our
vlog.
Our vlog, yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.